Hi, my name is Katrina Garley. I'm currently a student working towards a computer information systems degree with a focus on digital media. I'm also blessed to be working in my field of study as communications designer for the Girl Scouts of New Mexico Trails. On my journey, I've had many opportunities to use the skills I have learned. InDesign and Photoshop have been hugely instrumental in my growth in my profession. Here are some examples of work I have done. This is a design I created for our summer 2014 camp t-shirts and patches. This was created using Illustrator and Photoshop. As you can see, the image was cut in half to create the individualized camp patches that showcase a key feature at each camp. This second piece was created for an annual event held by the Girl Scouts called Roar and Snore. Each year, Girl Scouts spend the night at the zoo and a different animal is featured. This particular year featured the peacocks. This was created using Photoshop to manipulate an existing image and was done early in my graphic career. This is a magazine cover I designed for an advanced Photoshop course. I was especially happy with how this came out, though given new knowledge I've acquired since then shows me how subtle changes could have made it better. That is the beauty of this profession. You are always learning and improving. I am very happy in my current career with a nonprofit organization. While I don't foresee myself leaving my line of work anytime soon, I would like to someday work as a layout artist, working with a large-scale magazine or publishing company. As most of my work with my current career is done with InDesign and Photoshop, I believe this will be a reality for me someday. While I've already been working in my field for a number of years, what I hope to do is continue building my portfolio, continuing my education to include web and application building and designing, and acquiring contract work to expand my resume. My portfolio greatly matches my goals. As I stated before, my current work is greatly focused on this, with the majority of my concentration being on developing magazines, brochures, e-newsletters, and flyers. My portfolio is lacking variety, not necessarily in design platforms, but more so in that 95% of my portfolio is work geared towards the Girl Scouts and the Girl Scout community. I would love to diversify my portfolio by adding work that is more edgy and more suited to my personal interests. My greatest strengths are my open-mindedness and flexibility. I'm always open to new ideas and ways of approaching a design. I'm a team player that can positively brainstorm with others and compromise to reach mutual agreements on what needs to be done. I feel there is so much more to learn, and as though I have just scratched the surface in the world of digital media. Therefore, I feel my greatest weakness is this deficit in knowledge that holds me back creatively. Luckily for me, all I can do from here is grow. This term will allow me to stretch my creative wings, so to speak. While I love the organization I work for, it's often very cookie-cutter, and that you can only go so far design-wise due to very strict branding, color, and font restrictions. This term will allow me to learn in a less regimented playground. I'd like to share some influences in my life that have led me down this path towards a degree in digital media. First would be words. From books to script writing, song lyrics to spoken word, poetry, short stories, magazine ads, commercials, television shows. I find people that can express their thoughts, dreams, hopes, and fears through words beautifully enthralling. I find meaning in every song I love, in quotes from movies and television shows. And most of all, I find pieces of myself through others' writings in books I love. A great influence in my life is a man named Ron Adenofi. I attended a small, Catholic, and predominantly Native American high school in Santa Fe, New Mexico. As an intelligent but troubled teen, I found a kindred spirit in my English teacher, Mr. Adenofi. Ron became my mentor, encouraging my creative writing and poetry, becoming a father figure with his words of advice and guidance. After graduation, we maintained contact and over the years have become wonderful friends. He embodies the type of person I strive to be, and I would not be who I am or where I am without him. My greatest influence are my children. Everything I do, including this path in my education, I do for them. Being a single mom, working full-time, and attending classes, life can be chaotic and difficult at times. But knowing I'm working hard to provide them a better future makes it all worth it. To view more of my work, please visit my website,